Okay.
What's up, guys? We're finally back. It's been too long.
We've been busy with changing out the engines. We are getting a new one, as you might know, and it's taking a lot of time. We haven't been able to keep up with our desired upload schedule, but today we have something fun planned.
We will reveal the good, the bad, and the ugly of our 1-year journey as van lifers. And it all started with this.
After we got our puppy and spent her first summer on the road in a brand new Volvo, we realized this has to be the best way of spending our time off together. Ever-changing scenery, sleeping wherever we desire, and being active outdoors suited us perfectly. We have had a dream of owning an old, nostalgic van for quite some time, but never dared to take on such a project. In many ways, you could credit our Husky for taking the leap and buying one, a 1986 VW T3. We searched the internet for a while before we found Truck Norris, and he looked so different back then.
Fun fact, we actually bought him unseen. We just had one main criteria, and that was he couldn't be higher than 2 meters and 5 centimeters, which was the height of our garage.
I brought a buddy, headed out, and got the van back home. And to be honest, I didn't really worry about things like engine size, interior condition, and mechanical status.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about. Wait!
Okay, now, from the beginning.
Hit it, boys.
We never really knew anything about mechanical stuff, but then again we didn't worry too much either.
And this would for sure come back and haunt us. But first, we needed to start a renovation.
This is proof of willpower winning over doubt and uncertainty. We didn't have a proper workshop, but did what we could in our dark, cramped garage. No access to power, limited selection of tools, and no prior experience of fixing a van. Long days with effort put in after full working days. You bet it was exhausting, but seeing the constant progress fueled the fire. Helped by friends and family, we somehow made it work. We worked non-stop for 3 months to get the van ready for our upcoming 4-week European road trip, which some of you may have seen bits of. And we were ready to start living the van life. Okay, let's head to some pros and cons.
As you might know, breakdowns have been a common part of our journey this far, mainly because we have been ignoring the mechanical aspects. Although this is a stupid mistake by us, this had led to some unforgettable moments where we met kind locals who have helped us along the way and really showing the kindness of people you meet along the road.
And it really put us out of our comfort zone sometimes, like for instance the time Simon had to work on his German.
Das Auto zu dir bringen, dann kannst du es dir ansehen.
Magasin.
Sorry?
Festmachen.
Ja. Okay, danke. Tschüss.
These insecurities related to the reliability of the van meant that we had to calculate with more time when we figured out our travel schedule.
In a way, this was kind of helpful for us, as we feel like modern society makes you rush from one place to another to maximize your experience and to see as much as possible. Challenging this notion was healthy for us and made us appreciate the small things as we cruised along rural roads and small towns.
Like this one time we stopped in a small town in Switzerland. An elderly man noticed that our fuel cap was missing.
Found this teeny tiny pump on the side of the road. The owner came out and we had lost the cap.
Whoops, my bad, I forgot it at the gas station.
Went into his garage and he was like, I have this one, let's try it. And it fitted. Out of all places.
Rural Switzerland for you.
This is where you found your missing parts. The main reason we wanted to travel like this in a van was to get freedom to go wherever we wanted and to be independent of a strict schedule where we had to be at a certain accommodation at a certain time. Now we can wake up in the middle of the Dolomites, bike up to a mountain range for sunrise, hike in the middle of the night under the midnight sun, or enjoy an evening campfire in the middle of nowhere.
This has also made us appreciate the small things and learned us to settle in and relax, enjoying the simple life on our little home on wheels.
A part of getting a van has opened our eyes to find different places.
Pastries.
Has opened our eyes to find different places than the usual suspects you see all over Instagram. Don't get me wrong, we've been there too. But over the years we got more concerned about conserving these beautiful places. And well aware we have a certain degree of influence, we want to encourage people to make their own adventures instead of copying everyone else's.
This philosophy fits well into the worldwide situation right now, as for obvious reasons we had to stay home this year.
Having a van during this time has enabled us to see and find amazing places, making us fall in love again with our home country, Norway. Okay, so this is a big positive. We gear up the van,
Head out
point in one direction.
and just go.
Being able to do this is priceless, at least for us. Since we met over
10 years ago.
yeah. We shared the love for traveling, and having this project with the van has further both tested and strengthened our relationship.
Dealing with challenges at the least convenient time, such as the time we almost lost all engine power during darkness, climbing a mountain in Switzerland.
We're having engine problems.
So this right here seems to be the problem.
Yay! Relief!
Or that famous time Truck Norris completely failed on us, one day before Benedicte returned to work.
Look at the time.
These situations are only a few examples of what we needed to overcome, but we managed and look back at it with great sense of achievement.
The van is far from perfect and there's still a lot that needs to be fixed, which can be a pain sometimes. But knowing that we've done pretty much everything ourselves and everything we learned along the way makes for a great life lesson.
I often think back on this eventful year of us owning our van, and I know that these stories will be told to our kids and grandkids.
And it feels so good knowing that we can share stories of us following our dreams instead of us regretting not doing it.
Now, let's talk about some obvious drawbacks. Owning an old van like ours is really time-consuming and pricey. It's really expensive, and I don't really want to talk about how much we have spent on it this far.
The price of renovation and unexpected faults along the way definitely adds up, and we quickly realized that we need to set aside a few bucks on a monthly basis to deal with these expenses.
Exciting weeks to come.
Exciting and expensive.
Another drawback that we sometimes think about is the feeling that we have to use the van wherever we have some time off. Don't get us wrong, we love traveling with it, but I think it's a common feeling when you have invested in something, let's say a cabin or a boat, that you need to use it in order to get value back.
One of the things that we've enjoyed the most, that we really didn't predict as a big upside beforehand, is the people we've met, the friends we've made, and the community we've built through this YouTube channel.
Sharing stuff with others makes the experiences even bigger, and this is also the case through this van journey. Seeing that so many others have the same passion and meeting like-minded people have been huge. We made friends for life.
I think we both agree that this has been our best adventure so far, and it's been our saying all along that we travel to collect stories to tell when we're old, and this story will definitely be told. And here's another fun fact for you. Simon actually wanted to sell Truck Norris after the European road trip, but luckily he changed his mind and we were more engaged than ever with the new engine conversion.
That's pretty crazy to think about, and who could predict this? Getting a new engine would be great. Okay, we need to end this video before it gets too long, but I just wanted to give a quick update that the new engine will be finished and installed the next month or so, and we can't wait to bring you along on more adventures the coming year. I think that's about it.
If you have any questions, pop them below and we'll be sure to give you the best answer we got.
We will continue to make van life related content as soon as our old Truck Norris is back on the road, brand new with a new heart, or new engine at least. Hoping he will power us through many more adventures to come.
And we can't wait to share them with you guys. Thank you for following along. Please subscribe and like this video. Keep cruising, keep exploring, and stay safe. Until next time. Enable us to see and